Beautiful Capricorns, thank you for joining me here. I hope you're all doing amazing. Let's get straight to your messages without further ado. Capricorn. Capricorn. Meditation. The fledgling. Denial. Communication. Hoping. Okay, so what's going on? Somebody could be wishing, hoping, Somebody's in denial here about something. They're hoping and wishing something. Let's figure out what it is that they're hoping and wishing for. Just hang on. Well, somebody had to set up some boundaries here. Somebody needs to reclaim their power. This is the power of attraction and the power of growth, the power of peace. What's going on? Somebody is doing some self-reflection here. Let's clarify what this denial is all about. What's this denial all about? What is this denial all about? Is this self-denial or somebody else? Communication. Or an air sign, High Priestess of Air. This is someone being very, someone regretting something. This could be a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Is this hatred? Is this jealousy? Is this envy? Insecurity? This is about a tower. Someone doesn't trust someone. This is change. This is judgment. Ten of Pentacles. Somebody wanting to, this is wishing and hoping for reconciliation, or someone was hoping and wishing a burden upon somebody. Hoping and wishing that someone would leave. What the fuck is this? And why is there 3 feminines here? We got a Queen of Swords, a Queen of Cups, and a Queen of Pentacles. These all could be family. This all could be sisters, friends. What's going on with all these? Somebody is like wishing they had the confidence that another feminine has, wishing that someone had extended the olive branch, perhaps. Somebody's going through a lot of stress. Like there's love here. And I don't know what the, like, somebody is hoping and wishing that they had the confidence of this Empress energy had the strength, had the confidence of this Empress. Somebody's like wishing and hoping here. Somebody is sticking their nose in somebody's business, sticking their nose in somebody's business. Sticking their nose where it don't belong. So there could have been some kind of argument or something. Somebody is in denial. Someone is in denial about some kind of conflict or some kind of chaos or something. Denying, lying, or I don't know, denying juggling. This could be a family situation. Maybe a Cancerian has been deeply wounded. Somebody is hurting someone's reputation here. It could be a group of feminines. Something is an illusion. There's lies here. It could be jealousy. Or lying to a child. Or lying to a child about something. It's like a group of feminines. These could be friends or sisters. There's 3 feminines here, and there is an Empress over here. Somebody, like these feminines are getting together, but it's almost like intuition. Someone is trying to keep someone away from a child, and they're conspiring. There are 3 feminines. They could be sisters. Somebody's like, they're lying to a child. Straight up. There are 3 feminine energies. And then we got the Empress over here separate. There are 3 feminine energies that are working together, conspiring to keep a masculine away from their child, making accusations about a father energy. Now, their family, it could be a family situation, that have all been lying to this child about their father. That's what this is saying. And like this child was hoping and wishing to get together with the Empress, so you could be like the grandmother or a mother figure. This could be your grown child being denied access to their child. Like this could be your grown-up child. If you have a grown-up child, it's like a father is being kept from their child. And now this child feels abandoned. This child feels abandoned, or is thinking that their father abandoned them, and their father did not abandon them. This child's been hoping and wishing to get to know their father or their father's family. You could be an auntie, you could be a grandmother. It's almost like this child's been hoping and praying to get together with you. But there are three feminine energies who are filling this child's head full of lies, lying that a father abandoned them, or a father didn't love them, or a father didn't care for them, and this father did. I've gotten this story for you before, Capricorn. So this child is hoping and wishing to reconcile with other family members. It has all been based upon gossip. Spreading gossip around about this father energy. Now, this father could be deceased right now. This father could be deceased, and this child is growing up around all feminine energies. But this child wants to know the rest of their family. It is. They're being manipulated. Thinking they were rejected, and they weren't. Someone's lying here. There are three feminine energies who are working together to delude a child about their paternity, or about they have denied access to this father. Could be a Capricorn child who has been taught to like fear their father. That, see? Childhood. Anger about the truth. Someone kept the truth from this child to control the father. So they have told this child that the reason why they have denied access is because this masculine has a violent temper, is been violent. This is a lie. It's not the truth. The father would have loved to have had a relationship. They're being sincere. So someone's confused here. Who is telling the truth and who is lying? This has confused the child. Like the father, without a doubt, wanted this child. This child has not been abandoned or rejected at all. In fact, it's the opposite. This father wanted this child all along. In fact, this father would have taken this child into their home at any time. At any time. This father has gotten a bad rap. This father that I am picking up on has gotten a bad rap. They may not have gotten along with their partner, but they definitely wanted a part of their child's life. And this child's been told the opposite, that they've been abandoned, rejected, and it's not true. It's not true. That's the story I'm picking up on. So now this child might be growing up believing that their father rejected them, abandoned them. That's what they have been told by 3 feminine energies. That they were rejected, that they were abandoned, and it's not the truth. And I'm going to be clear, it's not the truth. This father would have loved to have a relationship. But it's like every time that this father tried to have a relationship, accusations were made about them. They could have fought in court. They could have gone to court to see their child. But they weren't getting cooperation on the other end. This is parental alienation. Just because their relationship didn't work out, the child has been raised up to believe that they were unwanted, rejected, and abandoned. And it's not the truth. The father would have loved to have a relationship with their child, but I'm telling you, they were dragged through the mud. This is a father who is getting dragged through the mud. Their reputation, they have made it incredibly difficult. This father had been hoping and wishing their child would have contacted them or moved in with them or wanted a part of their life. Because when this father tried to attempt to have visitation, allegations were made about them. Violence, accusations of violence, accusations of threats, accusations of other things that I don't want to go into. This father's name has been dragged through the mud every time they have attempted to see their child. They have been dragged through the courts, dragged through accusations, allegements being made about them that they're evil, they're violent, they're aggressive, they're this, they're that, they're the other thing. This child has heard horror stories about their father. And now the child could be of the age where they want to know the rest of their family. This father's been deeply hurt. They were so happy to have this child. Like, they were so happy to have this child. Just because the parents don't get along, like, this child has grown up with all feminine energies and been robbed of the chance to know their father because of what the feminines have done here. They could be their mother, their aunties. They're grown up all around feminine energies. And it's making this child angry. I know the father's angry and bitter about it. And I don't blame them. It's like they could have even called the police on this father. Like, threatening to put them in jail or threatening every single time. Attempt after attempt to see their child, there's been some allegation or some threat made. So the child has been told that they've been rejected, that they've been abandoned, or that's how the child feels. How ignorant is that? How ignorant can that be? That is selfish. Because they wanted control. They wanted control. This is an obsessive, controlling, maybe a narcissistic parent who has been using this child to believe that their father did not love them, didn't want anything to do with them. And it's not true. It's completely the opposite. This father fought tooth and nail to see this child, and they were dragged through the mud. I am telling you, they were. Accused of abuse? Yeah, like it became to the point where this father had to discontinue visitation because too many allegations were made. I mean, there's accusations of abuse here, and they're not guilty. This is a huge betrayal for this father. This has brought nothing but pain and suffering into this father's life. All for control. They would have loved the opportunity to know their child. They had to let go. They're sorry that they let go of this child. It's like but quite honestly, they had to. Unless they wanted to continue a life of their name getting dragged through the mud, getting dragged to court, had the cops called on them, allegations perhaps of abuse, all this shit. And they were sincere and they were genuine. This is a father who could have been like, they were genuine and sincere. I'm telling you that they were. That is someone grounded. That is someone sincere. That is somebody who every time there would be delays. This other energy Whoever the other parent is kept stalling them, delaying them, delaying them. Oh, no child support, you won't see the child. You pay me child support, I may let you see the child. This is all hingent upon if they got money or not. Like, if this masculine give them whatever they wanted, they might be allowed to see the child, and yet they may not. Told ya. It's like, I'll make your life a living hell. Accusations, I'll bring your ass to court. You'll have to pay. Like, this is about child support. And it's like, when the masculine had money, they paid their child support. And then they may have had to reduce their child support. Or this feminine was getting wealthy, figured they were going to get wealthy off of child support. And maybe this masculine stopped paying child support because something happened, or payments were reduced, or some. Oh, there was not a hope in hell. No, they weren't allowed to see their child, who they thought the world of, because they were heavily burdened here. This father was heavily, heavily burdened. This is praying. They were afraid. This father became afraid to see their own child, afraid to take any action. See? They're lying. This person was sincere. This father, I don't say this in too many readings, guys, but this father was genuine. This father was genuine. And it should not have to do with money. Like, this father was paying their child support. But that money that they paid did not go to the child. It went to the mother, so that the mother would benefit. It is not, none of the payments that this father made went to the children. It went to the mother. Instead of it going into the home. Like, this is support. This is giving support. So this masculine was giving support. Did try to give support. But somebody wanted to control it. And when it ended, look at this. They begged. So maybe this father went through a financial crisis. Maybe they had an emotional breakdown, not being able to see their children, had a bad financial streak. Something could have happened with their job. And so, no, everything changed. They're lying. This father hated what happened. Depressed, went through depression, everything, fighting. And then they think, oh good, I got some good news, only to find out that they were being stabbed in the fucking back. Highly manipulative. Look. This father got angry. They didn't know what else to do. Look at, they're on bended knee here. They poured their heart out. They poured their guts out to this other lover of theirs. But this father loved They were, look, I'm telling you, their ass was dragged to court. They were forced to surrender their child. They're telling the truth. They love their children. Look. This broke their frickin' heart. These three feminines judging this masculine like the way that they did. This mother is controlling the child. Look. This mother is controlling the child and is paving a path for the child which is incorrect. And this father is frickin' angry. They pleaded. This father pleaded with their lover to not be so immature. They pleaded with the mother. They begged them. They pleaded. It was all about the money. All about the money. This father is telling the truth. The father is being honest. I'm sorry. I do not get this in a lot of reads. So I might have some masculines on the channel that can relate to this story or are going through that. Jeez, that's harsh. What mother would want their children to believe that their father did not love them? Even for children that has happened to, that might be the truth, why would you tell your children that their other biological parent did not love them? Even if it was true, why would you tell a child that? But in this case, it is not the truth. The father loved their children. That's mean. That's cruelty. And that is abuse. Then when I accuse the father of child abuse, the mother is guilty because this is an untruth. This is a lie. It is denied access to the child. This is parental alienation. And the only one it hurts is the child. Who would want their child to believe that they were unloved? But someone who's hell-bent on control, and it could be someone who is very narcissistic. You give me what I want, you may or may not be allowed to see the child. But it'll be on my terms. This could be supervised visitation, dragging their name into the ministry, reporting them for crimes they're not guilty of. Like, this masculine ran the risk of going to jail every time they saw their child. An allegation was made against them. That's brutality. And too often, this is going on. They say it doesn't exist. It exists. It's right here. And this seems to be all these feminines conjuring up these stories, telling the child this. How? Shame on them. How dare they? Shame on them. They're all guilty of abuse because it is the child who is suffering. See, adults can look after themselves. I really don't care about the adults. I care about the child. These are lies. The father loved their children. Ever since they split up, this person has made it impossible for the father to see their child without a problem. without an allegation being made, without an accusation being made, and some pretty gross stuff. This particular father that I'm reading for, they ran the risk of going to jail every time they saw their child. That's who gets hurt by it. So they think they're being smart, or they think they outsmarted this masculine energy, but the only one they managed to hurt was their own child. And not like they give a shit, because they're all about themselves. This is a narcissistic feminine. Who wanted complete control. So not only were they denied access to the father, but the father's whole family of getting to know this child. These three feminines stopped it. Told the child that their father rejected them. Wouldn't even let them speak. Denied them even to speak to their child. They'd call, wanted to give gifts, wanted to extend the olive branch. This father tried, but it was hit with a narcissistic feminine who denied it. Nope, you're not talking to them. Nope, you're not going to visit. Nope, I'll call the cops on you. Oh, setting you up. They were setting up this masculine to go to jail. Denied any trips. They went to court. They even went to court. They fought in court. This is a court battle. When their relationship ended, the fight began. All about control. Tried, emailing, tried all these ideas, tried making all these other offers. What about this? What about this? What about this? Attempt after attempt after attempt after attempt after attempt after attempt. This father tried. I'm telling you, I'm not BSing here. Now, usually I'll get a story about a lousy masculine, and in this case, this is not a lousy masculine. This is somebody who truly cared. Now, I'm not saying they were a great partner to their partner, but they loved their child. Happens too often, guys, and this child has grown up all around feminine energies, has no real male role model, and then when these children grow up and they get into relationships, and then they have all these rejection issues and these low self-esteems and these abandonment issues, and then they have lousy relationships. They fall for anyone who tells them, you know, I love you. This is children who get into bad relationships because they did not have that male role model of their father's love. So they are susceptible to falling for anybody who says, I love you. And the funny thing is, this feminine picked this masculine. They picked this masculine. And then once a child comes into it, well, they're going to use that child as a weapon. Wishing, this child is wishing. Yep, child growing up not knowing where they belong. You know what I mean? This one's hell-bent. It's going to have to be the child themselves that makes the move, because I'm telling you, this parent ain't allowing it. They would rather see this father spend the rest of their life in jail for something that they didn't do than to allow them to have access to that child. Unless they get what they want to get. A child's a hostage. Take care.